Welcome to Comfort Advocate number 2. This is my final battle. My final battle. God damn. This is my final video for tonight. My final battle. Okay, this is my final video for tonight. So, I want to talk to y'all about how I have viewed myself for the bulk of my life. And most of this is for people who have self-confidence problems. I have them, but I don't have them. I walk that thin line of having confidence and not having confidence. And it really depends on the situation. I'm shy for the most part until I get to know you. And then once I open up, floodgates of me never shutting up is an issue. So, we're going to say I'm semi-shy. I'm not going to say like I'm all-on shy. However, I will say I took a public speaking class. So that's kind of how I got out of that. Because it's like if I want to be an actor, I need to be able to speak to the public. I need to be able to reach out to people. I need to be able to make sure that they understand the cause in which I'm fighting for or anything like that. And if or when I get noticed and famous enough, I want to be big enough that when I talk to people and they're like, you know what? That Echo, man, he's down to earth. He signed our autographs. He took pictures with us for like $5. I'm going to explain that, but I'm going to leave the actor that gave me that incident out. So, for a long time, because I'm mixed, um, every girl that I was interested in, specifically black girls and maybe one or two white girls, have always told me that I was ugly. Every girl. The girls that would give me the time of day didn't, but the girls that wouldn't always did. And they always would tell me, you're ugly. You're going to be ugly. You're going to wind up single and alone. And it only takes one moment like that to destroy a person. And no one really can undo that moment. You have to undo it for yourself. I had to undo it for myself. So, remember I tell you about my face being burnt off? That led to this shit. And I used to think that I was ugly. I mean, ungodfully ugly until that shit happened. There's videos of my healing process over there. But I used to swear to God that I was ugly and that I would never find anybody and that no one would ever love me. And then that happened. You can't see the scar, but it's there. You had to like really be up on me, but it's mostly right there. You can't see this scar, but it is right there. And again, you'd have to be up on me. This, by the grace of God, has healed from this. This is back in 2006 or 2007 when I had a full-time job and I had money and I had health insurance, which I have none of that shit now. However, as a vet, I do get taken care of by the military hospital, so salute your military hospitals, and hopefully they'll start doing better for all vets. I have been blessed so far. So far, so good. And once or twice they would drop the ball. A vet right in front of me, and they wouldn't let me give him my spot, which kind of sucked, but it wasn't nothing I could do about it. And I couldn't afford to get rescheduled because I couldn't really take off to come back. So, that being said, when this happened, I wasn't in the Army. I'm good, because this happened way before I went to the Army. I went in the Army in 2010. I got out in 2010. But this happened in between 06 and 07. Lots of girls would tell me that I'm ugly. Alright? And if somebody tells you stuff long enough, you start to believe it. And I started to believe it. Right up until this day. This day, when this happened, I prayed for my regular ugliness back. So now, when people tell me I'm ugly, I was like, yep, I sure am. And if they're like, why are you so proud of that? Because I know something they don't know. Your looks can be taken from you, and you should probably be damn grateful for what you got. I'm not going to be pretty for everyone. I'm not going to be handsome for every woman that sees me. There are going to be women who see me and think that I'm hideous. And knowing that, and knowing this, I've learned a lot. Yeah, there's always going to be somebody prettier than me. There's always going to be somebody more handsome than me. There's always going to be somebody, or there's going to be something that I just don't reach that bar on. Now, I got two things. I can worry about it like I did until this happened, or I can go forward. I chose to go forward. And yes, I do have a crush on the most beautiful girl in the world who does not know that I exist. Her name is Zeta Zay. Only God can make sure that I get the chance to actually meet her again and marry her, because that's the plan. Right now, the real plan is graduate from fucking college and apply for a job that I don't want. However, if I could get paid to cosplay for the rest of my life, and I would actually prefer to be a working actor instead of a non-working actor, which I am, I would rather do that. But I need a job. And I've hit some hard times. I've hit hard times. I've had a lot of hard times. Like, my entire life has been hard. But I have persevered. And once I joined the army, man, I learned what it's like to really soldier on. Really soldier on. I've been fighting depression. If you've seen my suicide note songs, no, I haven't dropped it on Instagram yet. I'm gonna drop them, but I don't know when I'm gonna drop them. I'm still like hesitant on it, but I've been through some shit. I've literally been through some shit, and it's an unfortunate side effect that when people go out of their way to make themselves feel better by hurting other people, this is where we get to. This is how I got there, because for the bulk of my life, most girls, if not all girls, have always told me to my face that I am ugly. Not just ugly, but butt fucking ugly. Crusty ugly. Today, when I went to go get gas in my car, I had one of those moments where I told the cashier that if it didn't take my money, like if the whole, like I put $21 in, it filled the car all the way up. But if it didn't take it, I said, if it doesn't take it, you're going to have to see my ugly face again. I didn't fucking catch myself. And then I said it again, that if it didn't take it, you would have to see my ugly face again. But the good Lord was at work, and she didn't have to see my ugly face again. However, I got to thinking, why am I doing this? Why am I calling myself ugly? And it hit me. I'm having a moment. I'm having an emotional damage moment. I need to get my shit straight. So I got my shit straight. Real fucking fast. I should have went back in and apologized. The problem was the only person I was hurting was me. I didn't say anything bad to the cashier. I just said shit about me. So then I got my shit together and went home. But the more I think about it, the more I realize I need to stop doing that shit. The more I realize I need to look within myself. I know you're probably thinking, you've been talking for damn near 10 minutes and you haven't made a point. I made a point. Two of them. One, this looks better than this. And that your looks can be taken from you at any time. And that you should be grateful that you have them. Second point, I need to give myself more credit. I need to do more apparitions, whatever that shit is where I'm supposed to be positive all day long. No, y'all know what I'm trying to say. I can do this. I am enough. I don't look ugly. I look great. I need to do more of them. Now, the tiny problem is that I don't like telling lies. I don't feel those things. Alright? I do not feel like I'm ever enough. I do not feel like I look handsome. Alright? Because in the back of my mind, that little kid that never got to be a kid, they had to go to school mixed and confused and have people tell him that he's ugly. He's still there looking for salvation. And I can't dig him out the recesses of my mind to let him know, dude, we're going to be okay. You're always going to be ugly to somebody. The sooner you accept that, the better your life will get. You're not going to be everybody's handsome stranger. But you don't have to be. Be you. Be grateful. And live as long as you fucking can. There are going to be rough moments in our lives. Trust me. Getting into this acting business, there's been 20 some odd years of rough moments in my life. This is another reason why James Williams Jr. had to die. And Echo Fan Grey Wolf had to be born. I had to learn how to embrace all of my heritages without losing them. However, embracing all of my heritages has kept me from actually getting acting work. So, I have not put my black side or my white side on the chopping block. I just put them on the back burner. They're still there. I know who and what I am. But for all acting work and medicinal purposes, I am building myself out as a native from now on, because that may be the only way that I can get a fucking job in acting. Now, I say this to be true because when you look at actors, up until Res Dogs came out and the new shit on A&E, you rarely see natives on TV, and if you did see them, you really only saw them in like the movie of the week, or like the Graham Greene movie about the Wendigo, the thing with the damn horns. I didn't get to see it, but I know what it's called. I call it the Wendigo because that's what the creature is. So you don't see any natives run shows outside of Res Dogs and the one that comes on whatchamajig. Shapeshifters, I don't think it's coming back. It was on the CW. And you don't have enough native side characters, if any characters, and I could be that guy. And I'm more than willing to work. I really don't want to play Apache Chief or the Cherokee Kid, but I will do that. As long as they have actual native names. But I will probably go into DC heroes starting Monday that are native. There's no promises there, because I still have some Marvel heroes that I would like to read about. But until then, just be prepared. Yeah, this is not going to be a yearly thing, because once my acting career takes off, I'm probably never going to be able to do this again. But for me, and for the sake of all arguments, be grateful, y'all. We are not all perfect. We are never going to be perfect. Do not strive for perfection. You're fighting a losing battle. But strive to be better every day. Strive to accept yourself every day. Because I had to do that. I'm still doing that. I still fight the war within my head every freaking day. Just because I shouldn't be where I am right now. I should be elevated. I should be where I should be instead of where I am. Pushing just to get by. I should be making it. I should be able to have a comfortable life and be happy. That's not where I'm at. But damn it, that's the end goal. That being said, I am Echo Fan Grey Wolf. Thank you all for being here. Good night. I love you. Be seeing you.